how to keep your recovery plan simple. A lot of people find out about tinnitus and in a panic they set up lots of different things to do as much as possible to get better. And this can be overwhelming. You can suddenly get very bogged down with too much in your support network, and I think this is counterproductive. It's far more settling and beneficial to choose just one or two things. So to have one body-based practice, so to take up yoga or Tai Chi, they're both brilliant, and find one that you really like and learn it and practice it regularly, and to have one support person to help you process your stuff. So one or two. It's so useful to go and see a craniosacral therapist who can de-stress and settle your system, or it's very, very helpful to go and see a psychotherapist to help you get in touch with your patterns. So if you're living with a terrifying tyrant, this is probably going to have a big impact on your tinnitus. If you're living with somebody who doesn't listen to you and just doesn't stop talking or constantly bombards you with their stuff without considering whether you're okay or not, this is probably not going to be good for your tinnitus. So gently finding your patterns and looking after yourself, tending to yourself in a way that's gentle and soothing. This is incredibly important, because if you do your practice, your yoga or your Tai Chi, or you see your psychotherapist and you do your craniosacral therapist urgently to stop your tinnitus, your system's going to be probably in a state. Our minds can be very strong and we can really shove ourselves around and be absolutely ferocious with ourselves. Whatever you do, it's so much more beneficial to approach yourself with loving kindness, gently. How is this body? How are these feelings? What do they need? How can I get in touch with them and really let them express themselves, release, find some kind of, you're aiming for just a sense of that sort of settling, easing, feeling clear, just knowing where you stand and feeling safe. And this is very closely linked into the way we treat ourselves. So learning to just find your practice and your supporter, craniosacral therapist and yoga, for example, and let the supporter help you ease and settle. And whatever you do, just keep it simple and gentle, and be kind to yourselves, because if you're shoving yourself around in a very dramatic or forceful way, your whole system is going to be jarred and shocked. And what you're looking for is an approach to yourself that's very easy, very manageable, very doable, and an approach that's kind and considerate and gentle. Because when you do this, that's really good enough. Doing one thing really well and finding just the right balance of push or pull, or just the approach is so helpful in all of this. And then you can start to really benefit and know that this is a really important key to recovery.